Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm Janpha Thadphoothon, and this is my show, English in the Garden. English in the Garden. But as you can see, behind me, a lot of books. I'm not in my garden. Uh, I'm in my library with many books to share with you. The aim of my show is to share with you my strategies, my tips, my expertise in English language education, teaching, and learning in general. So there are many takeaways I want you to, take it from me. I'm helping you to enjoy learning the English language as I have been doing myself. I'm a professional English language teacher in Bangkok, Thailand, and the aim of my show, as I just said, is to share with you my English language experiences and my strategies, my tips. And I would love to hear from you too. If you like my show, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Janpha channel. Janpha channel is a channel for language learning, especially English language learning. And this morning, I'm in Pakret, Nonthaburi, about 20 kilometers north of Bangkok. And it's a lovely city, a small one. If you have a chance, don't forget to come and visit Pakret in Nonthaburi province, north of Bangkok. By the way, this morning I would like to talk about the Toefl test. Toefl, Toefl. There are actually two Toefl tests. Actually, one the new one is the IBT, or the what we call the I stand for internet-based TOEFL. This is the TOEFL that measure your English language ability in four different skills: listening for about 1 hour, reading for about 1 hour as well, and speaking. If you enjoy speaking like I do, you will do really well in the TOEFL test. You will have a chance to speak for, yeah, roughly 25 minutes, about half an hour. And then the writing, yeah, about 50 minutes. So the total score for the ITP is only 120, 120 marks. This is the maximum score that you will get for the IBT. I myself, in my generation, I'm familiar with the paper-based TOEFL, the good old traditional TOEFL that has already that had three parts. Actually, this one is the what we call the institutional TOEFL program. Institutional means college or university. Some colleges and universities may prefer to use the paper-based TOEFL, the traditional one, with the maximum score of 670. If my memory serves me right, yeah, 670. And in the past, you would be happy if you get like 550, 550 or above. Okay, so this is the institutional TOEFL program. In many universities or colleges in my country, Thailand, they would require that the students get a certain level of proficiency based on the paper-based TOEFL or the institutional, um, yeah, based institutional program. Okay, and they will measure you. There will be three parts. Actually, the first part is the listening comprehension. Uh, you will have about, well, I mean, the whole ITP will last for 70 minutes. It's a shorter version. Internationally, IBT is widely recognized. If you go to the US, you have to take the IBT version, not the ITP. ITP is more or less local one. Okay, let's talk about the ITP. Um institutional TOEFL program, by the way. You have 70 minutes to do the TOEFL test, the paper based, and it is divided into three parts. The first part is the listening. Um, you have about 1 hour, less than 1 hour, actually, half an hour to do the parts. And then you have the what we call the structure and expression. This is the grammar part. You have about, yeah, 30 minutes to do it, and then you have to do the reading part. So basically, you have listening, comprehension, and structure, and language usage, like error identification, grammar based, and then you do the reading section, the ITP. The ITP basically is not as costly as the IBT. You pay around 2,000 baht, which is around 60 US dollars for this. But for the IBT, you pay, 7,000 baht. 7,000 baht is like $200. So because of the cost, I think many university and many colleges in the developing countries, like Thailand, we um, prefer to do it in a more appropriate version, which is the ITP, institutional TOEFL program, 70 minutes, uh, $50, something like that. Okay, so I hope you learned something from me about the TOEFL test. Uh, as I said, TOEFL is a registered trademark of the ETS, the Educational Testing Services, is a U.S. organization, and TOEFL stands for Taste of English as a foreign language. I want you to go beyond the TOEFL. I mean, TOEFL is just a test, a minimum requirement for you to enter uh, universities or colleges, mainly in North America and other universities. In order to be proficient and to be a good communicator, to be a language teacher, you need more than a good TOEFL score. You need to be proficient and to be the master of the language. You need to take control of your language and use it for various purposes successfully and creatively. Go beyond the TOEFL. And again, this is my show, English in the Garden. And I just talked to you about the most recognizable proficiency test in the world, the TOEFL test. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.